Starting the stream. Oh yeah. Okay. Doing another test. All right, we are public. Awesome. Excellent connection. Love it. Love to see that. Look at my beautiful face down there. This is great. Let me just double check, make sure that my podcast mic is on. It looks like that's really loud, so I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Bring that down into the yellow. Coolio. Fulio. All right, so there we go. This one is not going to be multi-streaming. Whoops. So this, I'm just testing OBS. Apparently, with OBS, it's you need another plugin for the multi-stream function. But this is going to do exactly kind of what I wanted it to do. So let's take a look real quick. We got good. Awesome. So I'm just testing out. You see that? You see me down in the corner there? That's kind of what I want to see. I was testing with Riverside. I've been using Riverside for quite a while now, and I don't really like what their I really don't like their setup for how it looks. It doesn't give me, it just makes me like really tiny. And me and D-Will did a live stream earlier today, and it was really, I forgot to stop sharing my screen. I didn't think to stop sharing my screen. So we're talking about a movie and you just like see us here and then nothing's happening on my shared screen. So it wasn't all the best. So let's see here. I'm just trying to pull myself up real quick just to make sure and see what it looks like. And okay, cool. There we go. So I look awesome. But you already knew that. All right, so what you're looking at here, if you saw the last testing of the live stream that I did just a couple minutes ago when I was trying Facebook and YouTube, I'm doing this photo shoot, or did this photo shoot, and I'm going to probably live stream tomorrow just to go through my workflow with projects. So I did this photo shoot for a buddy of mine, and I have to go through and deliver these photos. He's just trying to sell this place or rent this place out. So these are some basic photos for real estate. And honestly, we only had like 15 minutes to run through all these rooms. So I didn't get to do anything super crazy. I didn't get to do anything awesome. But it's not about that. It's these photos here, like this. This is the magic of wide angle lenses, because these bathrooms were tiny. Well, actually the second one, this one was tiny. This was super tiny. This, I couldn't, even with the 16 mil full frame, I could barely get everything in. So you look at this guy right here, and it looks actually not too bad. I'm just trying to wait for this thing to load up here. You can see right here, it's loading, and there we go. It's got all the grain and everything. So now I just want to see, this is same thing as I was doing last time. I want to see with OBS, which I've done before, but I haven't done this like picture-in-picture setup like you see me in the bottom left, currently in the bottom left. And I want to see how that looks, and how like the screen that I'm sharing with you right now. I want to see how good the changes. So right now I'm just barely bringing down, well, you can see the shadows have been brought down quite a bit down here. And I want to see how much, and there's a lot of grain right there, but the photo is going to process here. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yep. There's a lot of grain, but I am at 200%. That is a shadow area. This here looks pretty good. So tomorrow I'm going to end up doing these photos, and I'm just going to kind of walk through my process. Because sometimes when you're a photographer, you get hired to do whatever photos, and that's okay. It's just the fact that I had the right equipment to be able to get all of this in one shot shows that, like, that capacity and the reason why people hire a professional. Also, they don't know what to think about and like what's a good, like the framing and everything. And sometimes, like in this case, the photo is really hard to frame because it's so small, but luckily I was able to get everything in. So all right, so I'm just gonna play real quick. I want to see what happens if I bring the vibrance up just a little bit. Obviously, it's going to make the yellows, the saturation. I am going to bring down the sharpening. It always does sharpening automatically when I bring these in. I think that's just my preset. And then I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. There's a little bit of lag on my system, but that's probably because I'm live streaming and recording. I didn't intend to record, but there you have it. It is recording, so it'll be interesting to see how this comes out. Okay, so bring down the highlights. Actually, don't need to have my exposure up so high, but no, see, it needs to be, that's the original. This does need to be pretty good, because if it's not, then yeah, that's the vibrance that's doing it here, and the saturation. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to play around with this tomorrow, like I said, and it's just gonna be a lot of this kind of thing. Oh, where's my? There it is. Actually, let's bring this up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I don't want so much contrasty punch. So anyway, I'm just playing around with it just to see how that comes out. So let's see. Come on now. There we go. All right, it's thinking. Perfect. So that's kind of the full screen. That's not how I'm actually going to deliver these photos, but just to see how OBS is delivering this to YouTube and see how much it compresses. I want to see how much is relevant. There's actually quite a bit of magenta in here, actually throughout the whole image, but mostly on these, not the bright white. This actually looks a little bit green here, not by much. Like, I'm being real picky, but there's a little bit of green tone up on the top right here, and then where the so a little bit of green tone, pretty mostly white with slight green, but nothing unflattering. But then here where it gets to be a little bit more shadows is definitely more magenta tones. So again, just want to see how YouTube is picking it out. And that's it. I think I'm going to end this there. Also, just as a side note, this microphone, let's see. This microphone has been real nice. This is a cheap microphone. This is a $50 Moana, M-A-O-N-O. And it's like, I got this for my wife because it was like this whole setup, this bar and the shock mount and the microphone, and it actually has one of those like filter things that you can put on it, pop filter, but this works just as well. And this is straight USB, straight on in. I haven't installed the software, which it does have, and I will test that out because I am going to be doing an audio comparison, but I've been super happy about that. Okay, actually, let's see. Can I just... No, okay. I switched it out and I didn't have the setting proper. So, all right. Well, anyway, that's it. And thanks for watching. If you did join, I appreciate you sticking with me while I do these tests. All right. Be good to each other.